if anybody got a perspective they want to state, and they feel like one person is more wrong than the other, feel free. What I'm saying? I want to see what people's actual thoughts are on this matter. Did y'all see the video of royalty? Smoking right by Daya. How did y'all feel about that? Hey, what's up, Derek? Yo, yo, yo. All my for life's out there, man. I appreciate y'all and all the support. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear truth, but I know my people, the people that got logic, high IQs, are the people that I know that deal with me. But the people that have low vibrational thoughts and don't really have it together, they go to people that got to run their mouth, curse 24/7. They got to say this, that, and the third. They can't articulate themselves nor convey messages. And they don't really know how to piece together or break down something with wisdom. They can't do it. So, but how do you feel about that, Derek? How do you feel about royalty, getting caught smoking in front of dead like that, so close to her getting like secondhand? How you feel about that? A lot of people don't want to state their opinion, so they finna be biased as hell. People don't really want to touch on it. So I'm like, why who's gonna touch on this matter? Who's gonna speak their mind? And I always have a lot of people in the comments, but they never want to come when it's time to get to the nitty-gritty. My suggestions, I just don't like her. Yeah, exactly. But you gotta understand something. CJ, when he got with royalty, he really saw that as his family. Remember, there's no other people he considered his family, even though it's kind of sad at the end of the day. But it doesn't even consider his blood family to be his family like he considered royalty and the kids. He considered them to be like his authentic family. So obviously, when they split, that's going to be devastating, especially if you pour all you have into a group of people that you feel like, turned their back on you, even though there's a lot of wrong that he did on his side as well. But obviously, with any family breakup, it's going to be a lot of ramifications. You're going to have people, feeling a lot of regret and bitterness, and that happens on both sides. That is just a natural thing. There's nothing to feel ashamed of when people have, those different qualms when they're going through it. CJ, for a long time, invested a lot into those kids that wasn't his. But I think a lot of people forget, though, too, that royalty chose a guy, Jamie, to have three kids with that she considered to be garbage, that she considered to be trash. This man ain't even on the birth certificates. I mean, every time she had a kid, he didn't even sign a birth certificate. So you got to really look at it from that perspective as well. A lot of people don't like to, but that is the truth. And then you got to look at it like this. Yeah, there is some things about CJ that's questionable in terms of when he finally got Kamari's life, he didn't believe because it was like a one night stand with Nike kind of ordeal. So that kind of, made little things iffy in the beginning. But a lot of people don't really like to state facts. They like to stray away from it and be very, very biased. But then them same people that leave comments, that do this, that like to have these, super paragraphs and things like that, they're nowhere to be found at the end of the day because they know they can't stand on some of the statements that they make. They can't stand on it. That's why I be cracking up. A lot of these simpletons, they can't stand on nothing they say. They gotta run. All of them got to run, especially people that be leaving them illogical, perverse comments that don't have no logic. They can never stand on shit. Jack King, my son was going on. But a lot of people that have these perverse comments, you never see them nowhere. Where is it? When they gonna stand on business? When they gonna come through and literally, give their perspective now so they can get this action, so they can get this work? They ain't gonna come. That's what's wrong with a lot of them. They don't want to come get this work. They ready to run and let somebody side with them. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all know damn well royalty wrong for what she did, getting caught by a cameraman. And then she literally said that she gave him grace. In that last video I did, she said she gave him grace. Oh, yeah, I was trying to work with him. I told him what he was doing with the girls was wrong. But it's funny how you give him grace. But then you turn around when he just want to split and he just don't want to deal with it no more. Now he's a PDF file, right? Then I always say one thing: how many times it's going to be perpetuated over and over again? How many people are going to separate from royalty and end up in that same boat? Just like CJ. How many people? But that's why I'm telling you, you would never see the same individual. You know who they're gonna run to? They're gonna run to anybody that go along with the nonsense and don't question nothing. You know it's the blind leading the blind when people cannot stand on nothing they say. They gotta leave something, then right when you hit them with facts, they shut up. Right when you hit them with facts, they shut up. They don't know how to stand on business. That's why they run real quick. And they know what time it is. That's why they can never ever, like I said, come on my live and actually state anything because they know they can never, stand on whatever they're saying because they don't got no validity and got no truth to it. That's how I look at it every time. I say, look, there's wrong on both sides, but there's actually truth in the middle, and the kids are the only ones going to be affected. And I really want to see what people don't say, but a lot of people, like I said before, they don't want to truly give their opinion where they can be challenged. Like give an opinion so you can be challenged. But I know they don't want to. They don't want to do it, man. That's why I look at it every time. Oh man, these people right here don't want to be challenged, man. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got shit to stand on. That's why it's hilarious to me. You got all these people running their mouth, and they got nothing to stand on at the end of the day, and they can't focus on the facts. Yeah, there's things that was happening on both sides that shouldn't have been done, and guess what? That makes them both bad parents in the sense, and that they need to work on a particular area of their life to make sure that they're able to co-parent and the twins aren't affected in other kids even. But you're never going to see these same individuals, try to say anything in regards when you come into the flesh, when you're actually talking and being upfront. And I'm waiting to see. I ain't seen nobody say no opinion. Tell me your opinion, guys. Tell me your opinion on this situation, on this matter. If you coming in here, tell me your opinion. How you feel about royalty smoking in front of the kids? How you feel about CJ, not really having much words for Camari smoking? Let me see how biased people really is instead of standing on truth. Where's your opinions? Who's gonna stand on something and speak some truth? Who gonna say something? Hey, what's up there? But who gonna stand on something and speak some truth? Who really gonna let me hear your opinion on this matter? Like I said before, I hear everybody giving comments, but nobody want to look right here in the flesh, live in effect. Let's hear somebody say something in the comments about this situation. Let's challenge it. But you got these same people that leave comments, they running, skedaddling because they know they can't stand on business. They know they ain't got no logic. Come on, man, leave a comment, speak on something, and let me hear what your thoughts is on this matter. So we can literally delegate. Let's converse. And like I said before, I stand on truth. So if anybody got a truth statement, anybody want to speak on something and state their opinion, I ain't against that. But I want to see if they can back up like they believe they shit is absolute, like it's straight facts. Let me hear it. Everybody else just be running their mouth talking shit, but they ain't got nothing to stand on. I want to see what people think about this matter. Tell me if you agree that Dan Royalty did that wrong, or you agree that Dan CJ did something wrong. But ain't nobody gonna say nothing. They over here like you got these spies. I come like little spies. They come over. They ain't got nothing to say. A lot of them people because they know they can't stand on business. Like I said before, they can't stand on business. But my true supporters, my for lifers, I always appreciate y'all. I know I'm going live a little late, but shit, at the end of the day, a lot of people just ain't gonna be able to confront this matter. But I'm just gonna speak on a little bit of things. Then I ain't gonna stay here too long. I'm gonna say is royalty was dead ass wrong. There's a lot of things that was done on her side, especially with that cameraman, what people ignore at that party when, especially when them girls was twerking in front of Daya. That was straight up screwed up. I don't like when people will out somebody else, but then they say they did no wrong. This girl literally said, Royalty literally said she did no wrong at one point. She literally said she did no wrong. There's a video of her saying she did no wrong. But when you have women twerking at a party in front of your daughter, what is that? And then you caught smoking by your cameraman right next to Daya. But then y'all are still say she does no wrong. A lot of people out there. I'm not biased. I'm gonna call out CJ for a lot of shit that he did. I got multiple videos of calling out CJ for what he did and holding CJ accountable. Tons. And just like I want to have tons of videos of Royce or anybody else that literally does not stand on their truth and literally act like they're saints, but in the background they get exposed and then they get mad and they try to lash out at everyone. But then if you literally gotta follow in a group of people that don't like truth, that lets you know that the type of people that you are literally attracting. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They both wrong. Her behavior is crazy. That's 100% facts. They both do a lot of shit wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with calling out somebody bullshit, but you got people that's so fanned out, they want to get in with them. They over there like, let me get in with them. Let me get in good with them like your bills getting paid. Now you start thinking of people like, what is people really out there doing? It's like you really backing up individuals. Come on now. Yeah, that's true. But it's a difference when you smoking directly next to Dea. Like literally. And then she was playing in that very area when she was literally scooping up sand. She could have easily scooped up that bud that was left. That's another thing. She could have easily scooped it up. That's too close. The one thing, see, one thing we can say, yeah, they both smoke, but when I'm talking specifically about smoking, where have you literally found CJ smoking right next to Daya? Where's the video proof? Where's everything? Now we do got CJ on other matters that we can touch on, but I'm specifically only talking about smoking at this point. Where have we seen him on video? Not only that, we have literally seen Royalty's mom smoking on video too, right next to Julia. But where's the video of CJ smoking? We do got people with Camari smoking, which he literally said that, I don't really condone like it ain't nothing important to me. She's a growing girl. I feel like that was the same for CJ to say that. I feel like as a father, you need to be more, of a disciplinarian and you need to show her the way to be a man. Hey, what's going, Karen? I think it's how you said Cameron. And a lot of people got to understand something. You got to look at it from a point of view of, okay, as a father, okay, you got to make sure that you're keeping track of your daughter and you're keeping up with her. You're not allowing nonsense to prevail and actually take care of her. That doesn't matter because what you're saying is still based off of what? It's based off of something that doesn't have validity. It's based off of something that doesn't have any evidence. This is what's wrong with the culture. Yeah, nobody perfect, but don't sit up there and give grace. Say that person's wrong. Just like this person that say your favorite pre, when you gonna say that royalty wrong? You say nobody perfect. Are you gonna say she wrong though? But it's funny how you'll say nobody perfect, but you won't say that for CJ. I bet you the type of person that say CJ dead ass wrong for what he do, but then you'll say ain't nobody perfect. That's the funny thing about people like them. They'll say when it come down to royalty fucking up, they be like, man, royalty, ain't nobody perfect in life. Anybody, people make mistakes, but for CJ, he can't make mistakes. And for some reason, I guess he's held up to a higher standard. Maybe by them, I don't know. Her supporters never held her account. No, they don't hold her accountable because I think they be trying to get in on. Well, I don't know. They be trying to like sneaky, trying to get in close to her or something, or try to get a shout out, or try to get on a panel one day. I don't know what they thinking. I think maybe they think one day she gonna help them or something. I don't know. I think it's weird. It's like I don't know why they be so, invested when they know somebody wrong. I'm gonna tell her. How about you say she wrong? How about you stop with that? Stop talking out the side of your neck like a simpleton and literally say she wrong. Maybe that'll help. How about you do that? Stop saying anecdotal statements. Stop moving the goalposts and just say, you know what? She is wrong for smoking in front of dad like that. How about you do that instead of running your damn mouth, saying all the nonsense? How about you do that? Damn, it's like it's easy. You say, oh, everybody ain't perfect. Everybody ain't perfect. Who give a fuck if somebody I ain't talking about that? How about you start saying shit when saying that just because she wrong? Why you just can't leave one sentence just saying she wrong? Stop saying just because she wrong. Stop the bullshit. This is what I'm talking about. They can't, for some reason, she can't utter it out of her mouth. Just say she's wrong for what she did. That's it. And then you give your opinion on something else, but you got to have a but there. It always got to be a but. No, it's not, man. I'm a passionate person. Anybody know me? That's why I do my thing for life is out there. Y'all got to say if I'm a passionate person. I was meant for this shit. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I talk. I like to get intense with shit. I'm out there with every conversation. I'm sorry. Don't let me lose you. And don't get me wrong, like I said before, don't be disdainful. Don't move the goalposts. Like I said before, don't do anecdotal statements. Don't pontificate. See, a lot of people, they come on here and they pontificate. That means saying things that don't really have no background, no meaning. Don't come on here and pontificate. Don't come up here saying anecdotal statements. Don't come up here saying perverse statements. Don't come on here and being erratic. I'm very pragmatic. That's what I am. I'm pragmatic. That's what I am. I'm a dispensationalist. I'm a realist. Understand that. I'll stand on business on what I stand on. I ain't gotta be on there talking shit about somebody people got low IQs because they can't explain themselves. So people be listening to people that just curse all day and don't know how to really articulate or convey messages, so they get lost in the sauce and all they care about is perpetuating hatred, moving the goalposts, gaslighting, not holding nobody accountable. That's why they run the people. I really understand. I get it. I'm gonna commemorate you guys. I commemorate you for running. It makes sense for you guys to run. I don't blame you. Run. Make sure you run real fast too. Run your ass out the door. Cause I can tell because this is my motherfucking channel. How about that? How about I do that? You on my goddamn channel. How about I tell that? They don't have proof of nothing. What do you know, you simpleton? Tell me what you know that you can stand on. Because you a damn simpleton. Another fool that don't got no proof of anything. All they do is say shit that can't back up shit. A lame. What is you talking about? She probably smoking in front of her kids too. This is the same chick. What you got? What you a single mother? He probably a single mother too. You a single mother? And let me tell you what, and it ain't nothing against single mothers. I ain't saying it's against single mothers, but there's women out there that ain't divorced. They ain't have no long lasting relationship. They really have one night stands, and then they go out there and they treat men like shit. Those ones I'm talking about. You really got real widows out there. You got women out there that got divorced that was real good women that was married to bad men that had fucked up situations. But then you got some women out there that's man haters, feminists. These women don't give a damn. They don't give a damn what man it is. They will hate any man, especially a man that's trying to remain his masculine, somebody who's standing on business, that's a real father figure. Any man like that in somebody's life, they hate them because they don't have a man that's consistent in life. And they will run for the hills. I don't blame them running for the hills. Run from the hills because the truth hurts. Run for the hills because the truth hurts. Run for the hills. And I don't blame him. That's why all of them got to run. You know, that one thing about her fans, and let me tell you something. See the so cool fans. Like I said before, on the East Totem Pole, you got to see some cool fans that are. I think CJ's fans a little more logical than royalty fans. But then the people that's in the middle that hold both of them accountable, those are the very intellectual people. Those people know how to hold people accountable that's in the middle because they don't stand on being biased. They're truthful. They don't care about what this person saying or what this person saying. What they care about is truth. Yeah, yeah. Don't forget this little thing. But a lot of people got to realize they're not going to stand on like just like that chick. What's her name? Your favorite pre? Look what she do. They do is talk shit and run. All they do is talk shit and run. They can't do nothing. Look what she did. I gave her one little option. I said, tell me something that's true that can be proven. You know, the first thing they do, they clear it. I tell you, man, it's just so funny. And I'll tell you one thing, it's a monolith. It is a monolith when it comes down to royalties fans. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? You haven't said anything yet that has any logic, any validity. What have you said yet? There's nothing you have said other than try to say stupid cuss words, saying what the fuck. It's like you are an idiot. God damn, I can tell you ain't smart. Exactly. CJ supporter tell his ass when he wrong. Exactly. They'll literally say, hey, you screwing up. You need to do better. That girl fucking up smoking in front of kids, they got an excuse for it. This girl right here, this is your favorite pre. I bet she the type to allow women to twerk in front of her kids and allow people to come smoke in front of her kids too. That's what she allows. You can tell this chick is a degenerate. Because anybody with that low of an IQ that allows that type of behavior and don't hold nobody accountable is hilarious to me. What are you standing on other than running your goddamn mouth? What other can she say? I don't need to know you and them fake ass laugh emojis. I know you crying inside, mother. You the type of chick that's gonna, lay down with your cat in the middle of the night, her squeezing that motherfucker. You know them fake ass. You know the people doing the fake ass laugh emojis on the end. Sometimes they be hurt. They gotta put the laugh emoji to make you feel like they be like they put the laugh emoji on there so they know I ain't hurt. You know it hurts your soul that you know you a simpleton. I'm sorry that your IQ ain't high enough. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You got to pray about that. You got to pray for logic. Pray that you'll have more, of common sense, even though it ain't coming. No, I'm passionate. Hey, let me tell you something. You see, this is how I know you probably ain't on my channel. This is how I know you a loser. Anybody know me? I'm a passionate talker, passionate speaker. Any topic I touch, so you know what I'm gonna be talking the same way about Christian Rock coming up. When I go live, you're gonna hear me talking the same way. You're gonna hear me talking the same way when I bring up other people. When I talk about Tia Mari, when I talk about anybody, I'm gonna be talking the same way. Same way. That's what I do. That's how I be. You understand? I know you don't know nothing about that because you ain't passionate about shit in your life. You only found out. You ain't got no drive, no passion. You ain't got nothing instrumental going on in your life that's going to make you, elevate to the next level, going to help you excel. There's nothing about you. You're just a fanned out loser that actually, perpetuate that type of behavior. See the type. So what does she smoke in front of Daya? She ain't perfect. Daya can inhale a little bit of that smoke. I can inhale a little bit she can inhale a little bit of that smoke. She like, it's okay. That's what you think, huh? That's what she think, huh? She ain't got nothing else to say. Hey, look, they got nothing else to say. They ain't talking about nothing factual was going on. She ain't got nothing else to say. Where's all other people, like I always say before? Where's all these other supporters? And that's another thing I don't understand. Theologic for practically destroying her. Exactly. That's another thing I don't get. But I think just like that chick that be leaving stupid comment, I bet she the type that'll vouch for Tia Mari saying she graduated from her marriage and then on that thirst trap and sitting on the bed exposing herself. And now she realized how stupid she looked, knowing that all you're gonna do is attract people out there that just want to sleep with you. That's it because TM already hit the wall. And just like people like that, that's who supports that. You can tell the people who support royalty will support somebody like Tia Mari. Breaking up her marriage, and all these women rally up behind her, talking about some, yeah, girl, go outside, sleep with multiple men, do this, that, and the third, be a single mother. Because you know why? Hurt people hurt other people. You know what they like? It's just like anybody. I like there was an analogy somebody gave. It's kind of like this. It said, "Man, I know this serious." He's like, let me tell you something. It's like a zombie attack, right? I like a person gave an analogy. Anybody that watched World War Z or watched The Walking Dead or whatever, right? What zombies typically want to do? They like to bite somebody else and spread the disease. What happens a lot with people that perpetuate that type of nonsense, they just want to spread the nonsense to each other, to anybody they can find as simple as them to keep the shit going. They want to keep that same behavior going. And as long as they can do that and they trap you with snares and nets, you're going to be believing, oh, yeah, Tia Mari is a good woman. No, she not. Who break up their family? A man that never cheated on you. People was coming at Corey Hardrick Like he cheated. They were like, Corey cheated on her. Come to find out, Corey never cheated. Oh, he was abusive. Come to find out, Corey Hardrick never did a damn thing to her. All she wanted to do was go outside, go to strip clubs, hang out with 304 streetwalkers and other women that don't have a stable marriage. And then they want to ruin her life, not telling her about the chances of getting STDs and etc. So that you want that man to take you back after you hit the wall. This is what's going on again. People would use that same logic with royalty. Royalty out there literally messing with a married dude, they talking about his promotion. But if CJ did it, they'll say, oh, he screwed up for that. He screwed up for this. He screwed up for that. Like, where's the logic in that? Where's the logic in that? Y'all got to hold people accountable. Don't be afraid to tell somebody something because you just want to be in cahoots with them. Y'all want to be friends with these people. I'm a reactor. I ain't friends with none of these people, but I speak logic. If somebody do something good, I say they do good. No, I know I be speaking. I appreciate that, bro. Because a lot of people know they know I speak facts. That's why they don't like it. They know I speak facts. They know I stand on business, and I appreciate that though. They know I stand on business with my facts, and they don't like it. They want somebody just to say some nonsense and run with it. That's why they got to come over here and run back, come over. But guess what they do? All these people got foul intentions. Very deceitful people. You can tell in their life they are unstable as hell. They don't even got good relationships with no one. They can't keep a healthy, a monogamous relationship with no one. You can tell they can't. That's why they run to other people who's broken. That's why anybody that speaks truth that you can tell wholeheartedly give a damn about people's well-being and actually elevating others, they don't like it. They want to run to people who broken. I don't play games of that nonsense. I'm gonna tell you how it is. If royalties a screw up, she over here and left for situation. I don't care what nobody say. At the end of the day, royalty know damn well that situation she was in with CJ is going to be the best situation she will ever be in her life, and that is true. That is a fact. She's never going to be in another situation like that. She would never be in another situation like that, and that's just a fact. But people would try to lie and say, "Oh yeah, she with this person, she with this person." What is her being with Rico doing? What is her doing being with Rico doing? This man don't do shit. He don't even help. He don't even help Leon. You never seen no man come in royalty like, but they don't want nothing to do with her kids. They just want to use her clown, get any clout off her, whatever the case may be from her, and then they going on to the next. You never see no man pull Leon to the side that she has been dealing with, not even that Rico guy, and literally say, you know what, Leon, I see that you're the only boy in the house. I want to, make sure that I pour into you and make sure that you grow and you're better. But nah, they leave that boy to his own devices. The worst thing with the man, why more upset than that, man? Why ain't nobody upset? See, this is here we go again. This is these people. They have no logic. They keep saying somebody's upset. Nobody gives a damn about either side. This is the problem with you people. It's about logic. It's the fact that royalty with a married man, you don't care to say she wrong for doing that. Stop throwing out a statement and then saying something anecdotal on the end to try to divert from what you said in the beginning. You're using it as a catalyst. Stop using a second statement to divert from what you said originally. How about you say, team member, that royalty is wrong for even sitting next to a married man, anything of that nature? I thought she was a believer of Yahweh, right? The Bible even tells you, if anybody knows the Bible, it tells you that a woman should not even be next to a man in that nature that's married and etc. So why the hell would y'all sit up here and not even say she's wrong? You just like the other chick that came in. You can tell these people that are simpletons, they always say shit, but they'll never have nothing, no validity to back it up to just say, you know what, that girl wrong. She shouldn't do that. Royalty and that man. Who cares what you're talking about? Just say that she's wrong. How about you say, okay, so royalty with a married man, how about you use that same logic for TJ then? Use that same logic you saying. I bet not ever see you team member leaving a comment about CJ in a negative light since you think royalty being with a married man, they grown. Then you should say the same shit about CJ. Whatever he do, he grown. Don't say he's this, don't say he's that. Just say he's grown. Just say he's grown. Keep it across the board. I'm factual. Just keep it across. You can't even you can't even write. I can't read your sentences no more because you're writing as if you're illiterate or something. Like, what's going on here? You keep, she is not worrying. Who writes like that? She is not worrying. Are you educated? Are you like writing on a fifth grade level? Who writes that? You hear the this person she is not worrying. What the, who writes like that? What in the read every statement from this person team member. They can't write for shit. What the hell is going? Oh my gosh. Ain't gonna lie, I used to not believe that shit at first when people said the people that support royalty is slow. But it is funny as time goes on and I see them come and leave comments and how they talk and how they articulate and how they brain work. You start thinking these people really got low IQs. You bullshitting. These people is slow as hell. God damn. She said she is not working. Oh my God. These people cannot even write a complete sentence. What is going on here? I see why y'all be running over that them other people. And they can get away with writing that nonsense. Nobody call them out because they don't know no better neither. They be leaving reading the comment like that shit right. They like, yeah, she right about what she hey, she right about what she wrote. That shit makes sense. You like, no, oh, this is terrible. Oh my God. You can tell people when they slow. I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you something, guys, man. You cannot pull that shit over here. Cause I know the people that really mess with me, the people that are truly for lifers, I know they smart. I know they got logic. That's why I know the more we build over here, the more for lifers over here, they can't bring that anecdotal nonsense. They can't bring that foolishness over here because the people over here got high IQs, man. The people that rock with me got high IQs. These people with low IQs, I see why they be running in and out. They gotta find somebody that get low vibrational like them. They gotta find somebody who can't even complete sentences properly. Hot topics. What are you talking about? Stop saying anecdotal statements and stand on business. Let me see if you can complete a sentence. Let me see if you can say something that has validity. Let me see if you can say something that can actually, make some type of sense that can be a catalyst for something. Let's see. Let me hear it. Because y'all making me bewildered. Y'all making me lethargic. Y'all making me feel some type of way with your weirdness. Because y'all can't even make complete sentences out. You're sick. You only know how to say a four-letter word, huh? You're sick. What is that? You got anything else to say? You got anything else to say? Anything that's logical? Oh my God. This what they do. I'm telling you what they do. They're like kids. They come in there and say something and run. They're like, let me say something and run right quick. You like, what is like I said, another elementary school student. You are 100% right. And believe me, I know what time it is. I think like-minded people attract other like-minded people. And I know Royalty did not finish school at all. And that's probably why. I'm thinking that's probably why at this point. I'm thinking that's probably because every time I look at this situation, it makes me realize something. Don't like minded people tend to hang out with each other. And when you look at royalties fans, they tend to all have this same low level IQ and they can't complete sentences. They can't talk without getting offended and angry. They can't hold nobody accountable. And then they say shit that never have no evidence. They say, oh, CJ did this. You be like, okay, can you show me, please? Can you show me, please? And it be fables. It be folklore. You be like, what is this, folklore? Fables and folklore? Can we get where are these people at that be leaving these long paragraphs? You know why? Because when they actually got to stand on business, they can't. I know they be having people helping them write their little comments. They be having somebody right next to them. They're like, did I spell this right? I don't. Did I say this right? I don't know. Come on, man. We gotta see. This is just sad to me, man. This is really sad that when you want people to truly, stand on business and actually have actual logical conversation when you can delegate, but they don't want to delegate, man. What the hell are you even talking about? You keep saying shit that nobody knows what place you're coming from. Where are you coming from with your logic? You said, "Oh, I know you don't want to address that." What are you talking about exactly? Please specify and be succinct. You know what it is to be succinct? Be straightforward with your point. Because what are you talking about at this point? You said, "Oh, I know you don't want to address what? What? Address anything?" You said, "I want to address nothing," but I don't know what you talking about. It's like, man, it's like the logic of these people. Every time they leave comments, it's just strange. You can tell like something wrong here. Something got to be wrong. It's like their comments don't never have anything to back it up. It's like it's no logic involved. Come on now, say something else. What your statements are. You said it's what human trafficking? What are you talking about? You fucking simpleton. God damn. The hell are you talking about, simpleton? Human traffic is a wide range. What is they talking about? That's a wide range of conversation that anybody can touch on. If somebody say human traffic, you can touch on that on various means. There's a plethora of things you can say in regards to that. This person is saying stupid shit. Oh my god. This is wild to me. This is why I'm saying this is why you can't get anywhere with these types of individuals. You can't get nowhere. They can't stay on topic. And they don't want to address it. To be honest with you, AV, they don't want to stay on topic. That's really all it is. They don't want to stand on top. They don't want to touch on the situation. All they want to do is leave a comment that they've been working on for hours, that they got somebody to proofread for them. And then once they're done proofreading, they submit the comment and they think, oh yeah, this works. Nah, that person like is a fool. Like you can tell that's a royalty fan. They ain't got no logic. At least CJ So Cool fans hold them accountable. At least they're willing to have a conversation. That's one thing I do appreciate about the CJ So Cool fans. At least they're willing to have a conversation with you. But when you're dealing with royalty fans, they can't speak. All they know how to do is say little slick comments and run. And then when you try to talk to them, they're unable to stay on topic. Whole point of view is both people do wrong things, but we have to address the elephant in the room and what's going on at this very moment is that royalty has been caught, smoking, doing this and that in front of Dea, right next to her, not having a care in the world. And nobody has mentioned anything on her side. They don't hold her accountable. They think it's okay. They think it's cool. And they actually, and I believe they would do the same thing to their children. I think they would literally smoke in front of their children's face. The same people that support royalty would smoke in front of their children's face. They don't mind cheeks being thrown in front of their face, just like royalty had them girls at the party clapping cheeks. They don't care about that neither. All they care about is being cool with somebody. That's all they care about. Let me remain cool with this person who don't even know you. That girl ain't don't know you just because she say your name. And a lot of these people are so foolish. They just want their name shouted out because she say, "Oh yeah, in the building. Let me make you a this, and that, and third." That's all they care about. Oh yeah, just watch my video. Watch my last video. Watch my last video. You'll see it. I got it right in there in the last video. Last video I uploaded about that situation. It's right there. All you gotta do is look at it. It's right there. All you gotta do is look. It's not made up. It's facts. All you gotta do is see it. She's smoking right in front of her. The cameraman caught it on camera. She didn't like the fact that the cameraman was catching degenerate behavior, and she got upset with him. And then she decided to call him a PDF file. And for some reason, Jalea's always in the midst of that, and she's always the common denominator saying somebody is something. This is strange to me. All I'm saying is a lot of people got to look at a situation for what it's worth and understand when something ain't adding up. And there's too much hate instead of logic being spoke on. There's too much hate and no logic. All you got to do is watch the video. And that cameraman, and I don't blame that cameraman for pointing the camera down there and being like, damn, the little girl about to pick up the remains of the smoke. He like, wow, let me catch this on camera because she's doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? It was strange. And then people are always trying to make it seem like, oh, nah, she don't do no wrong. This girl literally said in the video, I do no wrong. Don't get me wrong. CJ said that same shit, and I held him accountable for saying he don't do no wrong. That's why CJ be getting his ass handed to him a lot of times. Because he be saying, I ain't never done it. Yes, you did. You did do people wrong. But we're touching on the fact that right now, with this smoking situation that nobody want to address, none of them ever are going to say anything. They're going to allow her to continue with this behavior. Not only that, she kept the kids past the time with the court order. And she has done this multiple times. But the funny thing is, when CJ left the kids with his brother, she called the cops. She made a dramatic scene. She made it seem like they were life was in danger. And then the video that you see of Kenneth with the kids, they were outside having fun, having a blast, everybody smiling. She put those kids through a traumatic situation for no reason that they did not have to experience. But now when the tables turn and CJ snapping saying, no, give my kids, oh, he shouldn't be acting like that. She just wanted to have the kids, da, da, da. They got an excuse for everything. It's always an excuse. But if CJ would have kept the kids past the court order, they would say, "Oh, he's a terrible individual. This man is out of his mind. He needs to be investigated for what he's doing." But CJ doing the royalty is like, you need to chill, bruh. What's wrong with you? She can have the kids. I hope y'all keep that same energy on both sides. That's all I'm saying. Please keep it mutual. Stop playing games. Keep it mutual. Oh my God. You know how many times the kids say they never wanted to go back to Royalty's house? How many times the kids say they never want to go back to their mom's house? Like I said, how many times? Count how many times that the twins said they did not want to go back to their mom's house. But how many times have you caught the twins saying they don't want to go back to their dad's house? And I'm talking about video proof. Stop saying for some reason royalty fans say shit and there's nothing to back it up. Please have video proof. Y'all like to take out the side of your neck and don't got nothing to back it up. Dude, I just said it's on my channel. You have to watch the video. And there's other people that got it too. There's other people that got it. You can find it. The guy named, what is his name? Jeremiah, or whatever the case may be. He posted the video. It's on my latest video. I literally have it when I literally reacted to it. And he went frame by frame because he took multiple videos. Because he wanted to make sure people understood that it wasn't like some still frame that he made up. He literally put it still by still. And then when you see it, she ain't have a care in the world. And then Dale was literally playing next to it. Oh my God, you are a freaking fool. This is what them people dude. Are you that foolish? Are you that blind? Here we go with anecdotal statements again. Something about these people are illogical. There's something wrong with them. They simpletons. You can literally look at the video. She just asked, she just literally said, I can't find a video, but then it was a stick. That means you ain't even look at the video. You literally did that in a short amount of time. That was ephemeral. In hell were you able to come back with a statement saying it was a stick and you ain't even watched the video? That lets me know that you're a fool and a simpleton. Another goddamn person that didn't graduate from middle school. God damn it. Here we go again. What are you talking about? Here we go with the nonsense. Anybody can see in that video, it's plain to see. What are you talking about, bro? Here we go again with the lies and the nonsense. Oh my, like I said before, children, yeah, you right about that too, AV. Children don't lie. That's why they always say they love being over their dad's house. They don't like being over their mom's house. And they say that multiple times. How many times the kids come back with broken arms? How many times the kids come back with their head swollen? How many times the kids come back? It's terrible. But then y'all want to say this and the third. And then the same person with the whatever tarot team must believe in tarot cards. This tarot card reader here that use divination and shit. I don't know what they on necromancy. I don't know what's going on. You can tell they use the spirit of lies. They got a spirit of lies all in. I'm talking about. I can't find the video, and then 3 seconds later, right, it was a stick. What the hell? I can't even. No, you are not reliable. You're not a reliable source. Nobody believe what you talking about. Go watch the video. It's right there. Go watch the video. It's right there. Take your time. Don't be a fool. I know it's hard for y'all to focus. I know it's hard for y'all to focus. That's why you couldn't pass middle school. God damn it, y'all couldn't pass simple shit in school. God damn it. They told you just to explain the difference between dare, and dare. They told you that. Y'all couldn't explain the difference. That's what happens with royalty fan. They can't explain the difference between the dares. All you can do is, no, I insult people that say idiotic things like you, a simpleton with no logic, with nothing to back up. You're saying foolish shit and then you get caught in your nonsense and then you get mad that you look like a goddamn fool. Talking about something I can't find the video and then 3 seconds later talking about something it's a stick. Who you fooling? What are you talking about? I'm a demon to fools like you. You got that right. You know the Bible said there's a time to love and there's a time to hate. This is a time to hate for people that are foolish like you. That's why I don't deal with people that are foolish like you. Make no damn sense. You say anecdotal things and you think you can get away with it. Stop saying foolish shit. And that's not what was. What are you talking about? You know what I got to do next time? Because these fools like to spread lies. Next time, what I'm gonna do? Because in this live, I kind of did it spontaneously. Next time, I'm gonna do with these foolish ass people like her is I'm just gonna go live and right on that part of the video that I have right then and there. I want to see what they idiotic ass say then because they got to keep lying. It's like they can't see. It's the blind leading the blind. Blind are you people? She literally was smoking right next to Daya. Like literally, it's right there. Anybody can see it. Still can't hold her accountable. Goodness gracious. I'll tell you, man, these people are just silly as hell. You can tell. Let me see how she write. She can't say nothing more than words. Look how low grade these words are. Because you said in the video she was smoking by her. And that's not what was in the video already. Yeah, right. You can't even speak. How old are you? How old is this girl? How old is this person? Named Tara T. How old are you? You write like you on a fifth grade level. I can tell you don't know what you're talking about. Because you said in the video she was smoking by her, and that's not what was in the video. I already seen the stick video, dummy. What are you talking about, bro? Goodness gracious. Person probably can't even spell kitchen. God damn, she probably gotta look that up. You gotta use Siri. But you gotta say, Siri, how do you spell kitchen? This is what I'm talking. It's like this is really sad to me, man. The evidence is right. Exactly, AV. The evidence is right there. Why they acting stupid and blind? You can tell this is a blind leading the blind. And like I said, one thing I can agree with is that CJ fans hold him accountable. Royalty fans allow her to perpetuate nonsense. That's why the girl ain't making no improvement. That's why she don't get better because they keep this nonsense up. People ain't gonna never get better if you keep on allowing them to fall victim to their own nonsense. Exactly. And you one of them damn birds, T. T, you one of the birds that flock with her. You one of the birds. What you mean, bird of a feather? You look like one of the ones that flock with her. Because you ain't making no sense when you speak. You make no sense when you speak. You talking bird of feather flock together. Look how you write, and you talking about something you ain't see the evidence. Like this how I know you ain't got no logic. IQ must be low as hell, double digits. I'm telling you, this don't make no sense. Man, and they can't stand on nothing. I'm telling you, they cannot stand on nothing. That's why they always in and out. They got to go to people that's low vibrational like them, and they got to talk, on certain ways and perspectives that don't really add up to anything. And then it's left in a cycle, left in a fucking cycle over and over again. Man, this is terrible. I wanted to see if they was gonna say anything that was gonna make sense. Oh yeah, let me see what you got. Show your face. Show your face. Show your face. Because here we go again with anecdotal statements. Moving the goalposts. Show your face, because I know you a lame. I can tell this person a lame. I can already tell the way you talk. Goodness gracious. You're a brag. Look at this what I'm talking about. You don't know how to say nothing else. Your vocabulary is stuck in the fifth grade. Can you say something that's above a fifth grade level? Say something that's above a fifth grade level, then I'll address your ass again. Because you obviously stuck in the fifth grade. Damn, vocabulary low as hell. Can't even write sentences properly. Goodness gracious. Low level fools. This is what I'm talking about. But like I said before, my for life is know what time it is. They know how to hold people accountable. We know on both sides things was done wrong. We know on both sides that individuals can do better. They can co-parent better. And we know that people can literally grow and excel if they're held accountable. But people will never grow if you allow these individuals to keep on doing the same shit over and over again. The only people that's going to be affected are the kids. They don't care about the twins. They don't care about the children. They don't care about Leon. They allow somebody to spin out of control, be antisocial, and everything else, and they don't want that person to gradually grow and actually grow into manhood. They don't want that. They want them to be around individuals. They'll say something about CJ So Cool dealing with women in and out, but they don't care about royalty dealing with Rico, who had never said a goddamn thing to Leon and made him better as a as a young man and gave him confidence, and made him feel like he was somebody that he can grow into be. You would never see that. But then she messed with a married man that don't even want nothing to do with her kids. Ain't gonna never say shit to her kids. No words of encouragement, no nothing. They're never going to say a damn thing. Where's the words of encouragement? Where's the advice? Where's the logic? You know why you would never see it? Because they don't got it. You know why you would never see nobody that royalty's bringing in the kids' life elevate them spiritually, elevate them in any kind of manner. And people want to say this and the third, like I said, on both sides. A lot of things that CJ does that he needs to work on. Like I say, he needs a better when it comes down to Kamari, when it comes to parenting. He needs to do that better. He needs to have her full time. That will make her situation a lot better because obviously she'd be under the guidance of her father, and little girls respond differently to a male figure. That's automatic. And then on the other hand, royalty needs to do a lot better with how she's doing her children because guess what? Nation is growing up way too damn fast. Nation growing up way too damn fast. CJ Smith and say, yeah, you don't. What are you just talking about? Did you know that I got way more. Anybody that watches my channel knows that I have way more videos. Literally rip tearing up CJ, tearing him up in regards to a lot of things that he has done. Anybody that has watched my videos and go back to any of my videos, multiple times I called CJ on his bullshit. Multiple times I told him that he has mommy issues because a lot of things that he has done growing up when he was abandoned by his mother made him go in and out of women's lives because he can't remain in a stable home. But that's why he found family with royalty and the kids. There's a lot of mental issues on that. The kids are in, and that's why they are acting out. Yeah, exactly. I told everybody, people got to understand. People be coming over here thinking I don't rip CJ. Man, I rip CJ ass up all the time, and I do the same thing with royalty. It don't matter. I'm not biased. You're barking up the wrong tree if you think I'm on anybody's side. You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm on truth side. That's the side I'm on. He do need mental health, like I said before. That's a fact. But one thing you gotta understand is that you're a biased fool because I hear you say nothing about royalty. What are you talking about, you idiot? That's why you sound dumb as hell. What are you talking about? You ain't say shit about royalty, you simpleton, you low level fool. Didn't I tell you to say something else that was a higher level than fifth grade? And you still saying idiotic things? Didn't I just tell you to go watch my video so you can see? Now I talk about CJ So Cool a plethora of times. You freaking weirdo. That girl, whoever that is, that Tara T is goofy as hell. Person is goofy. And I ain't gonna lie, I think a lot of, to be honest with you, I think a lot of royalty fans, to be honest with you, versus CJ fan, I think CJ got a wide range of fans. No, she's a victim of being a weirdo. How about this, Tara? She's a victim of having three kids with a dude that she said ain't shit, that she said was trash. You mean to tell me she gonna open up her legs, have unprotected sex, and carry a baby for 9 months, and then push out the baby, and then she have another baby, knowing this dude ain't shit, like he changed all of a sudden, like he became a bigger pile of shit, and she opened up her legs again, and she had another baby, niggas 9 months later again, knowing that she gotta walk to work, knowing that she gotta do this and that, knowing that she can't even prevail in any area. And then she opened up her damn legs again and have another child. Abusive man, are you that dumb? I can tell you the type of chick that's gonna die along with a cat. I can tell. You the type of chick that do not give a damn about any male. You're a feminist. Can you possibly say that royalty is a victim? She's a victim of her own decisions. Hold people accountable with truth. Y'all can try to wipe people's slate clean. I don't. That lady opened up her legs multiple times with a man that she admitted was garbage, that she admitted couldn't work, that she admitted wasn't out there grinding, that she admitted wasn't smarter than her, and she is on a low level. That girl couldn't even graduate high school. Why would you have a child with a man who can't even literally elevate past you and your lower level? Yeah, exactly. That made no damn sense. But then they try to, oh, nah, she's a victim. No, she's not. That girl was not supposed to ever reach that level. If you really think about it in life, how many people you know reach that level? Reach the level that CJ So Cool and the So Cool kids reached. That does not happen all the time. That is an anomaly. And let me tell you something else as well. Jinx, CJ So Cool's brother, had 1 million subscribers. 1 million subscribers. And then he went ahead and introduced his brother to reactions. Why do you think CJ was able to do his first video aside from his brother and make damn near like 17,000, $8,000, somewhere around there? Why do you think he was able to do that? That wasn't because of Royce. That wasn't because of the kid. That was because of his brother Jinx. But this how you know people don't know anything. They say things they don't have nothing to back it up with. Talking about something, she's a victim. I can tell you got that victim mentality. You think the world, everybody that did you wrong, and you don't hold yourself accountable. You have no conviction. You don't know how to elevate yourself and look at the things that you did wrong in your life, so you can make yourself better. That's all about growth. That's why even the Bible says, "Pick up your cross daily." You supposed to pick up your cross, the things that you did wrong, and look in the mirror and see what you can improve. Why you sitting over there acting like, oh, oh, she's a victim? That can tell, man. Some people are just crazy, man. They got that victim mentality, and it just doesn't work. And you're right about that. That's true. That he practically, yeah, true. Yep, exactly. And it's funny, but when you look at life, they don't want to hold nobody accountable. They just bias. They just super biased. They want a shout out from royalty, maybe. I don't know. They just freaking glazers. They want to glaze, maybe. I don't know what's going on. There's some glazing fools. I don't glaze nothing. It's about truth over here. I hold them accountable the same way I'm holding them accountable. But we're talking strictly about the smoking, and we're talking about also on the flip side, how do you feel with CJ? If you can't even touch on that and you just come in here saying anecdotal statements, and it's like a monolith for royalties fans. It's a monolith. They all do the same thing. Say slick comments and run off. They don't know how to have anything that's intellectual, no intelligent conversations. They just don't know how to do it. And it's understandable. It makes sense now. Birds of a feather do flock together. That is true. Birds of a feather actually do flock together in that sense of the word. Because clearly, when the pendulum swings their way, they are ill equipped and ill-informed to make any goddamn sense of what they're saying. Any sense. But like I said before, I know my for life is out there, got truth. I know my for life is out there, got logic. I know my for life is out there. The people that actually mess with me got high IQs and got truth in them. And that's why we gonna keep elevating over here. And we ain't worried about the fools that try to play games and the nonsense because they ain't got nothing to stand on business. They ain't got no truth in them. But real recognize real at the end of the day. Real recognize real. Make sure y'all look at the video of royalty actually smoking next to Dale that you can actually see. You can literally see in my last video that it's not hard to find. It's not like these people. And you can check it out. And you can come up with your own goddamn perspective if you want. But if you that damn delusional and you want to be like, I ain't see it, I ain't see it, it was a stick. What you talking about? It wasn't no goddamn stick. You can clearly see there was a roach on the floor. If you know what I mean by a roach, I don't know if y'all from Florida. Not a lot of people refer to it as a roach, but there was a roach on the floor that she was literally about to scoop up with her shovel, and y'all don't give a damn about it. Come on now. And then on top of that, she said that the dude was weird. That she knew that he was commenting, under Jalea's friend page. If you knew that he was commenting under her friends' pages on Instagram, why would you tell him to stop and continue to work with him? That mean that royalty's biased as hell. That mean that she was okay with him doing that as long as he stopped. See, that's why her stories never add up. That's why you got to think about it. That does not add up. How you gonna sit up here and say, "Oh yeah, stop doing that, man. It's kind of creepy. That's weird, man. You shouldn't be coming and making comments like that to minors." But then you say, "Let's come on, let's continue doing business." Like, which one is it, man? Which one is it? I always say, which one is it? Y'all can't do that, man. You got to make sure you stand on business. Come on now. She got caught smoking right by there, right next to her, and didn't have a care in the world. And none of y'all got nothing to say about what she did. Because y'all just want a shout out of some shit. I don't know what's going on. Y'all want some type of shout out. Y'all want her to consider y'all on a message board or some shit. I don't know what you want, but it's weird and twisted. Come on now. And I've seen it too many times. People that come from that side. Like I said before, I don't mind speaking with CSU Cool's fans because I know they're logical and they hold them accountable. But royalties fans do not do the same. It's like they say idiotic things, perverse things, and don't make no goddamn sense. You're like so much, it's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. I know what you meant, like lies, but she does lie a lot. She talk about church, but she on there OF. She on passes, and then they say, "Well, she has to make money. He has to make money." It's just weird. It's like I thought she supposed to follow God and not celebrate holidays, but y'all don't care when she's a liar when you catch her in the lies. Oh, I don't celebrate holiday, but she got a kid dressing up for Halloween. Or I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, even though she cooking a whole goddamn Thanksgiving dinner with her family. Oh, I don't do this. Oh, even though God said you need to adorn yourself appropriately, you're not supposed to be exposing your body, and you're not supposed to be practicing that type of behavior. You're not supposed to be literally selling your body, selling pictures, but y'all okay with royalty doing that. You're exactly right, Frida. They are, but because they think they can say nonsense and they think they can say perverse things and get away with it. But I hold their ass accountable. You got to stand on it. You got to stand on it over here. I don't play that game. You can't come over here saying some stupid, idiotic things and think that, you ain't gonna be held accountable. Nah, I'm gonna call you a simpleton. I'm gonna say you're redundant. I'm gonna say you're perverse. I'm gonna say you're erratic. I'm gonna say you don't have it together. Believe me, I'm gonna say it, especially the way you articulate. I'm gonna hold you accountable. But you can't sit up here and look at what royalty does and say not a damn thing but call out CJ. Please keep it across the board. That's all I'm saying. Keep it across the board. That's what we do over here with our for life. Because I know the people that support me got high IQ. I know the people that support me got logic. I know the people that roll with what I say, they're logical thinkers. They think in depthly. They have contrite. They have compassion for right things, not for wrong things. Come on, man. But like I said before, they'll leave a whole bunch of comments, having somebody proofread it because they can't read past a certain grade level, and then they'll leave a comment, and then they like to go back and forth, and that's really all it is. But I appreciate you guys, man. Cameron, I appreciate all y'all. So Evo, AV, Frida, everybody, man. They're all y'all, man. Because you know what, we're gonna keep doing it big. I'm gonna keep going. I know I went a little late tonight, but I'm gonna make sure that we come and address a lot of topics. This ain't gonna be the only thing, but there's gonna be a lot of things we gonna touch on. We're gonna be holding people accountable over here, 'cause that's what matters. That's what matters. It's about the individuals that can actually think logically and converse and delegate and come to even higher levels of learning and teaching people how to do better. That's what I want for this. I want to teach people how to do better. Let's learn. Let's teach these people how to do better and raise their kids better, and not to end up in situations and predicaments like others that actually had it together. Hey, let me know what you guys, like I said before, continue watching the content. I have more videos coming your way, and I appreciate y'all.